Hey, it's the goof again! Yay! Okay. I just wanted to. This is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and it's my own personal feelings. Number one, I'm not really a graphics whore. Not really, no. I don't care about the most realistic graphics possible because I'm more into fantasy anyhow. I don't need realistic graphics. I'm not worried about things being in 1080p. I'm not worried about the 60 frames per second bull crap. But lately, there's been issues where, there's a situation where there are people filing a lawsuit against Sony because I think they said Killzone. I think it's what it was. Killzone is not. Let me make sure I got this right. Yeah, Killzone is not 1080p, 60 frames per second. That is just ridiculous to me. You're filing a lawsuit for that? Really? That's kind of ridiculous. Here's your options when something like this comes about. Buy the game or don't. Don't sue them. Just don't buy it. You know it's not 1080p. If there are already people who bought it, which I don't even think it's out yet, but if there are people who haven't really bought it, what in the world? That's really messed up to me. Look, bottom line, games are games. That's what they are. To me, it's not that serious. I'm let's put it like this: I still play games that they don't even reach that high. The resolution, they're not even 1080p. What is the resolution on the games I play? Around 320 by 240. Yeah, NES games, Super NES games, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System. You know, the old stuff. Perspective-wise, I really prefer a widescreen perspective. I prefer a widescreen perspective. Sorry. I prefer a widescreen perspective. I loved Shovel Knight for this fact. I mean, it was old school, but they did incorporate some new school stuff. Some newer stuff, you know. Widescreen. Yeah. There's a lot of indie games coming out. And these indie games are... sorry, my nose gets caught up in this stupid glass. I'm going to take these off now. I think I'll be alright without them. No, I'm not. Blurry! Anyhow, I really love Shovel Knight for this, but there's a lot of indie games I've been noticing, especially on Steam, that are just like boxed in, old school, like super old school, and I'm like, come on. I understand you want to do this old bit-looking, pixel art type, this kind of look, this aesthetic. Okay, that's fine. But I have a widescreen monitor. I don't want black borders on the side of my screen. It just doesn't look right. I put up with it with emulators and playing old school consoles on my big widescreen HD TV behind me. And I'm waking up. I don't think I got enough sleep. That sucks. Anyhow, I put up with it when it comes to that, playing old school games. But I'm not going to put up with a new game. I don't care what kind of aesthetic you're going for. Widescreen is best. Alright? If it worked, this is going to be my argument from now on. Hey, it worked for Shovel Knight. So yeah, I would really like to see this. But back to the whole thing with this lawsuit and this bullcrap. Look. Don't buy the game. If you have that much of an issue with it, don't buy it. Just don't buy it. Suing Sony feels like a pansy thing to do to me. It's idiotic. Come on. But I got an email from somebody who's been watching me, and he's wanting to Skype later. We're going to Skype a bit and talk. And this is the subject I think he's wanting to talk about, but for now I'm just giving my thoughts about it. But I feel like this generation should have waited, and I think he feels the same way. The problem is, sure, there wasn't a big enough leap. But that's the problem. You're not going to see huge leaps anymore. We're getting to that pinnacle. I've said this, and I'm going to tell him this when we talk on Skype later. We're reaching that pinnacle. Graphically, we're reaching it. And the more we reach it, the less of these leaps you're going to see. Rich of Review Tech USA said this, and he's right. We're reaching this pinnacle. We're reaching it. Look, at the end of the day, and I'm one of these people who feels this way, and if you don't feel this way, there's something wrong with you. What matters most is gameplay and fun. That is what matters most. That's why I still like a lot of old games, because they're fun. They're fun. They still provide a good challenge, and that's how it should be. This whole graphics push that we've been doing, it's become a graphics race, really. It has. And now it's, back in the days it was the bit wars. Now it's the resolution wars. It's the resolution and frames per second war. Refresh rate, whatever. That's the war it is now. That's what they're using. Back then it was like, oh, we're 8-bit. Oh, we're 60-bit. Oh, now there's 32-bit. Wait. 64-bit. Oh, wait. Oh, we got better. We got a... Eventually they just stopped and they dropped the whole bit thing, because at this point it just doesn't really matter anymore. But people latch on to this kind of mentality that games are... They latch on to this mentality. And they need to stop. They need to stop latching onto the mentality that games need to be as realistic as possible. It's a thing about power, and this whole thing about power. Who's got the best power for the most affordable price? That is what consumers look at. Kind of sad, really. With all that innovation and power, it doesn't matter if the games aren't worth squat. I don't have a PS4 because there's nothing I want to play. I like whimsical games. I'm going to say it now. That's why I like Nintendo. I like whimsical games. I like games that make me feel like a kid. I know everybody else and their testosterone. Their testosterone. They want realistic and gritty. That's what they want. They want to see a skull explode. But these guys are guys that haven't been playing games as long as I have. I know it's about what's fun, and this is why I like Nintendo. Of course, you know, you have the guys that call me fanboys. I have a theory. I get the feeling that Black Bond is making videos about me. I might be right. Somebody tell me. I get the feeling Black Bond has seen my videos and is making videos about me. He's probably already calling me a Nintendo fanboy. Him or somebody else out there that hates Nintendo so much. I can almost guarantee you that somebody out there has watched my videos and now is mocking me and making videos and saying crap about me. That's fine. I say crap about everybody on YouTube all the time when it pertains to this particular subject. You're an idiot. You're a graphics whore and an idiot, and you're not a real gamer. Bottom line. If you can't play other kinds of games, look, I can play other kind of games, and I do. I've been playing BioShock. So I can play a realistic-ish looking game. That's fine. I want to get it Infinite. I haven't gotten it yet, but I will. Give me time. I will get BioShock Infinite. I need to get BioShock 2 as well. But I have nothing against a shooter or realism. But I like to have a varied palette. I like a variety of genres. Okay? I play different games out of every genre. I played puzzle games. A lot of people can't stand puzzle games. I played puzzle games. I played sports games. I'm not real big on football, to be honest. I have played baseball games, though. Baseball video games. A game so fine, it's played on diamonds. I think we've seen that commercial. Anyhow. Yeah, but the graphics whoring needs to stop. Just stop worrying about the graphics. Stop worrying about all this crap. Because that's, as long as that's what everybody focuses on, that's all they're going to try and innovate on. That's all they're going to try and push. The ninth generation isn't. I'm pretty sure isn't going to be a very big leap either. And I think console manufacturers are realizing this. But here's the problem, and I've tried to say this before. I think it's called diminishing returns. I think Rich said this. But if you want a really powerful console, you're going to end up paying thousands of dollars. You're going to pay a lot of money. You're going to be paying high-end PC dollar. All right? That's what it's going to amount to. And I know people don't like hearing that, but that's the unfortunate thing. That's why this leap wasn't very huge. They don't have that. They don't have that kind of money. And they don't, and consumers aren't willing to spend that kind of money. They're not gonna have that kind of thing going on. Now, as technology becomes cheaper, more affordable, and new becomes old, we'll start seeing this. But that's why I think I could be wrong, but I think that's why Nintendo did like this. Nintendo isn't known for wanting to sell at a loss when it comes to a console. Everybody else has been selling at a loss. Nintendo doesn't like to sell at a loss. Not at first, anyways. Eventually, they give in and they end up selling at a bit of a loss. It is what it is. But yeah, this has been the goof. And that's my 2 cents on it. You all have got to understand this is ridiculous. Stop worrying about the graphics. Stop worrying about the resolution. Stop worrying about the frames per second. Here's what you need to worry about. I still think VR is the way to go next for a lot of games. I think it's going to be the way to play games. The problem is a lot of gamers don't like change. And I've said this before. A lot of gamers are whiny bitches. They want to just do this for the rest of their days, staring at a TV or monitor. That's all they want to do. We're not going to be able to innovate very far, do very much with technology if people are so stuck in the past and are afraid of change. It's the truth. All right, this has been the Goat. You all have a fantastic day or night. You know, I've said this before because I have no idea what time it is where you're at. I don't know. It could be day, night, whatever. So I don't know how to end a video. I don't. You know. Other guys have this thing they go off on. I don't.